This is a live trading session of me trading NASDAQ where I took two shorts. The first one was a break even and the second one was a small win where I took some partials. So I'm going to go over the concepts and the order flow confirmations that I saw to take these trades. So here the market sold off pretty aggressively in the session already, and then I was looking for a continuation short down to target first low day and then further demand zones that I had. So here you can see the market's popping up right into some lower volume areas and into some structure on the bookmap. And now I'll be looking for an entry very soon. But for me, what I want to see on an entry is where buyers pop into those structure areas and into those lower volume areas where they get trapped, they slow down, and they get weaker and weaker on the pullbacks, and then aggressive selling starts stepping in right after. That's my cue to get in short. So here you're going to see now that I enter short very quickly, and this is the most important part about trading, that you got to time these entries very precisely, and especially with order flow, that's how you can get the biggest risk to reward. And this is basically the only reason that I trade with order flow, to get these sniper type of entries, because you can see now as soon as I enter, I'm immediately going with the direction of the trade. I'm going with the aggressive participants. But the most important part is that you do it at the right levels, and that to me is the most crucial part of my trading. Is basically my entry confirmation is more or less always the same. In this example now it's short. I want to look for trap buyers at the area that I want to sell from, and I want to see them get weaker and trapped with aggressive selling following, right? So as you can see, as soon as I entered, the aggressive sellers started stepping in, and I had zero drawdown on this trade. It retested my entry maybe twice or three times, but that's not really any of my concern. Like, I entered with the aggressive participants, and that's why in my trading style, the most important is the location and the context of the trade. So here I was waiting for that low day break. It didn't happen, and then it's going to take me out break even. This is my break even trade. Overall, very good trade management as well. I got the reaction that I wanted, but just sellers weren't ready and not strong enough to actually break the low day. And then I just waited for another re-entry, but I wouldn't do it again at the same level. Usually those levels give a reaction, and then if they take you out break even, for example, that level is not going to be as strong anymore. But there was another level right above it, which you'll see very soon, and that level gave an incredible reaction. But yeah, keep it in mind, the most important is the context and the location for each single trade. The confirm doesn't really matter that much. Of course it's important, but for me, I really put a lot of emphasis every single time that I take a trade. The overall location and the context is super important for every trade that I take. So here you can see this is my next trade in a more significant lower volume area. Also, you can see in the video on the left, there are two lows which previously supported. That's where we are resisting literally right now, inside a low volume area, and also still in the downtrend since market open. So as you can see, again, as soon as I enter, I enter with the aggressive participants, with the aggressive sellers, and the trade immediately goes in my direction, and then it just starts going down. And the sellers were very aggressive in this trade, and it was an immediate break even for me as well. Maybe in like two or 3 minutes I was break even, and that to me shows me that I'm right on my trade. I'm in the right location, the confirm was perfect, I'm in the right context, and that's why I have no problem going very quickly to break even if it's only 2 1-minute candles after. And that's how I manage my risk. I like to be aggressive with my entries, but if everything is right, as I said, the context and the location, it should give a quick reaction and it shouldn't come back to my entry again. And that's why I go aggressive with my entries and my break evens. So very soon I'll be looking to take a partial above low day, because that area did support. We were kind of in an area of demand. So that to me also tells me, like, secure some profits at least, because this area of demand can still work out. You always got to put yourself in the shoes of the other participants. So now I'm short. I got to think, what are these buyers going to do? Like, what do they want to do at this level? Are they going to support again? And that's why I decided to take some partials. and secure some profits, because it can always turn on you. not a single trade is like 100% secure what it's going to do, you know. So that's why you can see here I took my first partial right above low day because I wasn't sure that it was going to break, and I saw some absorption of sellers at the lows previously, so that's why I decided, okay, I'm going to take a partial here, and my next partial is going to be at a low day break. So here you go, low day gets broken, and that's where I take another partial, and I trail my stop loss a little bit, and the rest of the trade is basically just chop, and I'm going to speed this up a little bit more, but then yeah, my trailed break even gets hit. But overall, a very good day. I was able to catch 3R in this trade. Very content with my trade management and my overall executions as well. And yeah, now I'm just going to speed this up, and that's basically the video. Hope everything was clear, and let me know in the comments if you have some questions about my entries or how I get my levels. Make sure you check the description for my free Discord, where I share my pre-market plans and my levels that I will watch for the day every single day. And I also share my trading recaps, where I just make a recap of the overall day, the trades I took and why I took them. And yeah, that's it. See you in the next video.